Hello, Dr. Wendy Rowley here. Hi, Dr. Wendy Rowley here. On this session of the heart field, I'd like to talk a little bit about the difference between intuition and the knowing intuition. One in the gut, in the solar plexus area below your rib cage, and the other up in the heart field. So your intuition is something that a lot of people attribute to an innate, natural kind of a instinct, but it's different than actual instinct, which we've said in another heart field series, maybe one or two ago, that instinct is connected to the primitive brain with your flight or fright response, keeps the body safe, keeps you running when a car's in the middle of the road so you don't stand there, hopefully, and freeze. Has you take care of your body when it's hungry, has you look out for danger. That's at a sort of more the primitive brain instinctual level. And then there's intuition, which is related to the area in the solar plexus and has a connection up to the heart. But then there's the intuition of knowing, which is which does not have any connection to the lower level instinct, and that's in the heart field. And so when you have a feeling that something is right in your heart, that you just have a sense of it there in your chest, you can be assured it's a very strong intuition, because that comes from the soul level. When you have an intuitive feeling in the gut, like something is right, that's a little bit more connected to the higher self level. So what is the difference there? The soul is your divine connection to high creational energies and group soul and your wider records of all you've ever been, even beyond this planet. The higher self is like you're experiencing, recording kind of a energetic that is got all of your Akashic records or your information of all you've ever experienced while here on Earth. So it has a connection to your experiences as they were through good times and bad times, and it has your experiences when there were benevolent times and do-good times and gaining wisdom times. And those go to two kind of different levels in the Akash. People refer to the second one, I did good deeds, I was heart-centered and loving and helped people, or whatever the massive body of information that qualifies as that. I can think of tons of examples. That is often referred to as your gold, the energy you create in a lifetime. That is your gold, and it's stored at a higher level, and that actually is used in your healing process in various times when you need healing, whether it be mental, emotional, or physical, along with soul forces in that. And your gold is also related to your ancestral energy, which we have said is a stream of energy running down your back behind the spine. And as you go up through levels and clear, through different parts of your energetic anatomy, it actually gets a little more complicated. There's 3 sections to it, and then it simplifies again and seems to go back into a one kind of ancestral stream. And that is also got gold in it. So you can think of yourself as me, my own individual development, but there's a relationship we have to our development with others and groups and tribes and nations. And that's often a little bit more of the ancestral line. And so there's this other intuition that is the higher self intuition that gets the gut. So that gut intuition might be picking up a little bit of, gee, if I've experienced this before, and maybe that's a feeling not to do that. I've experienced this before, and maybe it didn't work out so well. I've experienced this before, and maybe my instinct is kicking in and telling me that that is something that might be a little precarious for me. But when it comes up to the heart and you feel that instinct in the heart, you can be pretty assured it's coming from a fairly, do it benevolent energy. There's another really amazing thing about the energy field in meditation. They say we have a light fiber body, and our soul is connected to the creator, or the creative source, the supreme being, whatever word you want to use. And there's a way to put up a picture of that light body. Should I do something or should I not? And plug it up to the divine, and you get an answer back through the light body. I call these the wisdom teachings. And when you're not supposed to do something, it comes down and it sort of shows that it lights up in here, in that solar plexus area. And when you are supposed to maybe take a step, that it's a benevolent step, it's an alignment with your journey and your higher purpose, or whatever that might be. For many reasons, you'd ask a question like that. But usually it's because you wanted to create an alignment for the best and highest good of all. And you'll see those light fibers, that energy comes down from the soul and the creator connection, and it goes into the heart and it lights up there. So it can light up there for, and when it lights up both of them, it's take action. When it lights up just one, the top, observe, learn. But when it lights up both, it's take action. So anyway, this is a little bit more than I expected I would pop out with today, but that I just wanted to continue to encourage you, as I'm doing myself, to learn to feel that intuition in the heart, that yes, this is the right way, and start to feel your heart field and feel your solar plexus area. And even when you eat, feel out of the solar plexus, the raw living food versus cooked food. And as you get more sensitive over time, you'll see and beautiful energy come out of that solar plexus and interact with the raw food. And there's some sort of exchange that goes on, but vibration, resonance, but you don't see that with the cooked food. So it's really important to have some live, raw, living food in your diet, no matter who you are. That's what I have to say. Okay, I'm going to get out of the way. Let's see what Aliania has to say, and we'll see. All right, see you on the other side. Oh, good day to you, dearest beings of light. This is Aliania of Cosmic Service, Pleiadian Mother of Sound. We wish to elaborate a little bit more on the heart field. We covered creating and its connection to the creation field, and we would like to give a different viewpoint. What she said about the light fibers is exactly true. If it lights up in your solar plexus, it's a little bit of a doing, but it's also saying, it's also tied into your previous history and your previous ancestral history. If it lights up in the heart, it's saying, watch here, you can learn something. And when it lights up in both, it's saying, you can do this, take action. And this can be put up in your meditation space in your third eye as a way of learning to look at a way of communing with the creator, the creative source, the supreme being, your soul, your higher self. And plug up when you go to cosmic, plug a line up to your higher self, a gold line. You imagine, we tell people to ground and align to the cosmic and attune in the heart to the creator. But also imagine you plug a line up to the top of your head up to your higher self, and let your higher self have an invitation to be present in your life and in your creating. For the higher self is indeed skittish and difficult to work with in the beginning, because it's carrying all the load of that akash from things you've accumulated on the earth in the lessons where maybe you did not create in alignment for the greater good of all. So we wish to speak today not about the creational energy, not specifically about intuition, instinct, and knowing, but we wish to speak about it in relation to the soul and the heart sensing in the soul that we talked about, several videos back in the series. We said in one video series that you sense with your heart, as you have 5 physical and spiritual senses: your eyes, your smell, your seeing, your speech, your hearing, and your touch. You also have a spiritual component of those in your spirit body. And you also have in your heart a sensing. There's a wheel here, and it has senses that go to the back, up along the back of your head, out behind you, and what people often think look like angel wings when seen in certain aspects with your clairvoyant or spiritual vision. And those instincts are connected to that knowing level at the soul level. So she said you have your instincts in the primitive brain and related to earlier evolutions of the human body. And then you have your intuition when the higher self became integrated into between the spirit body, the soul, and the physical body as a way of experiencing and recording on, she said, this planet. And then you have your soul, which is the eternal aspect of the Creator that is part of you, that is eternal, for you are indeed eternal, sacred, and divine. And you chose to come down and slumber that you may learn and bring spiritualization into form, to bring the light into matter on a subatomic level, and on a quantum level, and on a level that is yet to be discovered, which will be discovered not too long in the future. And we are saying, and most likely in this one's lifetime. So she's very excited to hear that. So that sensing through the heart field and the wheel here that goes through the body and through the voice box and through to the back and the senses there has 5 soul senses. And we would like to speak about those a little bit today quickly, and we will go into more of those on the next series 9, maybe. This is 8. And you have soul hearing, you have soul speech, you have soul knowing, what we've been talking about with the heart, a type of high intuition of the heart, and you have soul, it's a different sense than you might be aware of. It's not touch and it's not feeling, but it's like a vibrational resonance sense, the ability to sense resonance from the soul. And that's 4. And you have a 5th, which is not speech and it's not sound, but it is a type of high frequency communication that is, now sound you can think of as hearing, but not hearing. And so the high frequency reception, it would be like speaking. So they're sort of soul forms of hearing and speaking, but they're different. They are hearing sound, and they are hearing at an unhearing level, and they are hearing something other than sound that is another form of communication. Strange and vague, but we're going to fill in these in the next couple of series as we go into levels of the human heart field that have not been brought forward before. This is what we wish to say today. You are dearly loved. Expect benevolence in all you do, and we bid you adieu. Peace be with you.